Welcome to another episode of Ganked. This one is a special edition in honor of Crimson Harvest, 90% loot drops. And so we've got a lot of contenders today. We don't have any of them that are over 30 billion. And anybody who knows why that number is important, you're going to find out at the end of this episode. I can't play it at the beginning of the episode because it gets flagged. The video gets flagged as mature. So we'll play it at the end of the episode. And I think that I just want to go a little bit lighter on it. I was awarding this to a person. And then the last one, I really kind of felt bad for him. They got the award and they lost everything in the game. And so maybe I'm just going to play it for everybody. So anyway, let's take a look at this stuff. We got here in Udema. Wait, why does this arc have no fit? You serious? Now, they got a bunch of stuff here. They dropped 3 billion. What I don't understand is why they have no fit. You know, okay, is this a newer pilot or something? Because in all honesty, who flies a ship that's, worth what, 10 billion and doesn't put a fit on it? These things are actually way more tanky than a regular freighter if you brick tank them. So maybe he was hauling it to Jita to sell. No, he's got a bunch of other stuff in here. And so, there's rigs and there's a Stero worm. Look at that. Almost everything dropped. Nearly everything dropped. A Gila, Mackinac. I mean, I don't get it. But anyway, so, okay. Wrong fit, for sure. If he had put bricks in here, does he even have them in his cargo hold? That'd be even worse. If he had some in his cargo hold. No, he doesn't. But yeah, you put the bricks in there, and then the EHP on this will double. So yeah, I can't even explain it. No explanation. This is yesterday. So now here we go, another one in Udema, and wrong fit, wrong ship. What the hell? 19 billion, 17 billion dropped, and he's cargo expanded to the max. Look at that. The damage was only 138,000. So he should have just named himself Shoot Me First, especially carrying this much stuff. What is worth so much here? Wow. Ore. 9 billion worth of ore. And it's 100% dropped. 100%. 100% dropped. So, man, he has a reinforced bulkhead right here, but he's probably this. No, that's all compressed. He didn't even need to be cargo expanded. This is not enough to need to be cargo expanded, is it? He only had one reinforced bulkhead. I'm not sure. This is compressed, so I'm not even sure that this is enough to need to be cargo expanded. So he would have been better off putting this one reinforced bulkhead in, brick, and taking these 3 out and just having the other 2 blank, he would have been more tanky. So, again, what are we thinking here? Crazy. And then, yeah, so it looks like a couple of Rias. Oh, man. Oh, man. Wait. So he's triple cargo expanded with or expanders. Okay, so let me say here, I don't have a problem with this fit. Let me tell you why. Because he's just flying wrong. That's all. This fit is fine. And here's why. Because you don't fly a jump freighter gate to gate in high sec. You jump to the nearest low sec, and then you make one jump into high sec with a scout. You have another character in low sec with a Sino that's lit and ready, just in case you get jumped unexpectedly, which shouldn't happen, because you should be able to monitor the system and know when there's going to be a problem. And so then, this fit is fine in that instance. What you do then is you get out of this ship and you go get your freighter. And then you fit your freighter appropriately, which would be an obelisk with reinforced bulkheads. And then, you go and ferry the stuff back and forth. And so he's got 9.5 billion worth of paladins here. He's got 7 paladins. The paladins are expensive enough you would carry one at a time, which means you don't even need a freighter. I think you can carry those in a deep space transport, one at a time. If you're going to Jita, you're going to just make a few trips. So, anyway, and another 100% drop. And so 10 billion dropped. There's no need for it. You just don't need to do this. And it wasn't that he was carrying, a contract or anything. That way too. So if you're in a deep space transport, which you can use an impel can get over 500,000 EHP, and then if you happen to get popped in that, your loss is 1 paladin and your impel. That's it. Not all of this. So he's he's just under 20 billion. And then here's another one. It's a different guy. It's not the same guy. It's a different one. Oh, oxymoronic fit. What am I even going to say here? So he has a bunch of launchers. He must specialize in building launchers. And these numbers here, he was taking all this stuff to market, no doubt. But is this the right fit? Actually, you see, it goes back to the same thing of that you don't fly these around in high sec. And so then you're going to say, oh, but I need to undock from Jita and jump from there. If you really have to for some reason, you unload your cargo and still pick it up with a different ship. You don't use this and make yourself an even bigger target. And you use a scout and maybe a Weber if you're going to be flying something like this through high sec. I don't recommend it. And you have a Sino on standby. It's that simple. There's no reason why we should see this. The only time that it might be even closer to acceptable is if they were at a gate coming in from low sec. There is one low sec gate from Udema, and it is actually the one when I'm flying a jump freighter that I jump to. I know that sounds crazy, but listen, here's my method to my madness. And that is, I have a scout sitting in Udema. Now, Udema's always busy. And so they could have people watching, waiting for a jump freighter to come through. But when half the system that's in there goes red flashy, you undock and you go jump through. Because they're not going to attack you when they're in that state. They have this cooldown. So, like right now, I have a jump freighter docked in Udema. And that's how I do it. And so it's a little bit different than waiting for nobody to be in the system. But it works. I've never once been attacked or even close to it, jumping in from there. So, and then I switch to a different ship. Now here's the right type. Oh wait, that's an Ansher. Oh, see, now this is another really good fit. This is a speed alignment fit, and these are they're Sancha, Shadow Serpentis. So you can get a little bit better alignment, but in all honesty, if you use a Weber, it doesn't matter how you're fit. You can be brick fit, and you can still get to warp faster than this. Whatever this gets to. And so he was empty. This is a typical fit that I would use, except I'd have bricks in there too. And I am more than willing to run the ore stuff, the faction stuff. I know it's worth a lot more, and so you're carrying a lot more, so you're a bigger target. But I swear to God, jump freighters are the safest ship to fly in the game when they are flown correctly. The safest. But God, that was in Jita too. Wow. All right. Was that a Jita undock? Oh, I forgot to look. It doesn't really say. Oh, next to the perimeter gate. So he was 18.68. So he was flying into Jita. That's where he appeared, and they nabbed him. Yeah. So, all right. One of my favorite capital ships for high-sec, the Bowhead. Oh my God. Why is it fit this way? Okay, it's wrong fit. If any of you need a fit for a Bowhead, I have the proper fit in EWB. Exclamation point fit in Twitch chat or link in the description in YouTube. This is not the right fit. You use propulsion to get to warp. You can do it in 10 seconds. You can be to warp in 10 seconds. And you can be fully tanked. You can be really, really tanky. And so this guy... Oh, wait a second. What the hell? In his cargo hold, an avalanche blueprint. If that sucker was trained up, it's worth like 6 billion instead of 2. Slasher blueprint. These don't say copies either. So, Super Capital Construction Facilities blueprint. Orbital Skyhook blueprint. Oh my God. Wow. Why was he carrying these in a Bowhead? That's a bonehead move. All right, what's his name? Romulus's son. Yeah, name your next Bowhead Bonehead. So, I don't get it. So he's got some ships in here, and fitted ship. And yeah, he's got a few fitted ships in here. So that looks all normal. But why carry those blueprints? It doesn't make any sense. So basically he dropped almost 9 billion. It just doesn't make any sense carrying this stuff in there. And where was this at? Devoid in Geth. Huh. That's kind of a very unlikely area. You don't see many things. Somebody must have been stalking him. And he's like, there ain't nobody around here. I can get through there just fine. That's called being lazy. That's absolutely being lazy. You could have taken a different ship that would appropriately transport these, because these are worth way more than what this says here, if they are researched at all. Way more. Another one. All right. Right ship. Right fit. We got to give him that. But wrong amount of cargo. So he's got he dropped 9.3 billion. Okay. So it was this during 10-1. This is not from Crimson Harvest. This one is not Crimson. This is before Crimson Harvest. But even at that, maybe $1.5 billion is around what I feel like my max is. And when it is Crimson Harvest 90% drop, then I really am like, okay, cargo is about half, a little bit more than half, but just over half, 60% or whatever. And that's about the max. So maybe like 700 million, maybe 800 million, if you're really pushing it in there, but he had much more. Now he has a plastic wrap in here that dropped, and so, and that was worth 9.3 billion. I wonder what it was valued at, and I wonder what he was getting paid, because you'd have to be getting paid a lot to do that, and then you should have a Weber and stuff. This is being greedy. When you are hauling, doing contract hauling, you set your filters so that you don't see anything that has too high of collateral. And that way, you're not tempted. Because you know that you see that one that's going to pay you, 300 million to transport this from Jeddah to Amar, and you're like, oh, I'm going to make 300 million. No, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose a lot more than that. So if this was 9.4 billion, that collateral on that was probably at least 10 billion. Not good. Not good at all. What in the world? Okay, this is also this one's another one that's fit right. But he's carrying way too much. 17.8 billion. What the hell? And he didn't have to carry this much. Oh, he's got a couple of plastic wraps. So this plastic wrap had 2 widows in it. And this plastic wrap, what, nothing in it? Oh, it's double wrapped. It's double wrapped. That's what that is. Yeah, double wrapping is not nice. If you're double wrapping for yourself so that another character can haul it, so that so that nobody knows that your character is hauling that because another one accepted the contract. That's why you see double wrap, and you never want to hand anybody a double wrap. And so this alone, these 2 widows alone, 2.4 billion, is all he should have been carrying. But instead, they had all this other stuff in there too. Not part of a contract. And this contract is too much. So I won't take I'll take maybe I'll look up to about 2 billion at the most. Unless I am going to be not going through any pinch points and in between 2 places that are not hubs. So plastic wrap, this means it's a contract. He was hauling it for somebody. So he had to put up at least 2.4 billion for the right to haul it, and was going to get paid something. Now he gets paid nothing, and he loses his collateral. So, yep, there we go. All right, and one more for good measure. This one also was just outside of Crimson Harvest. Now, I have to say that I have no problem with the fit. This is a jump freighter. And, but what was he doing? Why was he going through Udema? He must have been flying to Jita or something. Bob's Bait and Tackle. The fish took the bait. Yeah, they got him. So, all right. Well, there we have it. So, now, in honor of all these ganks, I promised you a good song. And if you're at work and you're blaring the speakers, it's not safe for work. Nope, wrong song. Sorry, false start.
You got ganked. Your style really tanked. Flying that big ship, now it's spanked. Wrong fit, wrong ship. What the fuck were you thinking? Now your wreck's on the grid. Your rep is sinking. Holla's blues, what were you smoking? Cargo worth a fortune, now you're choking. 30 billion in the hole, that's bold. Inexperienced motherfucker, you've been trolled. That cargo's worth too much, you dumb fuck. Thought you were clever, but you're shit out of luck. Flex tanking might be bold, but it's a joke. In the harsh void of space, you're now broke. Holla's blues, what were you smoking? Cargo worth a fortune, now you're choking. 30 billion in the hole, that's bold. Inexperienced motherfucker, you've been trolled. You're a dumb motherfucker, acting like a space sucker. But really you're a fool in this galactic pool. Shouldn't be flying, cause all you do is dying. In the cold of New Eden, your tears aren't worth buying. Holla's blues, what were you smoking? Cargo worth a fortune, now you're choking. 30 billion in the hole, that's bold. Inexperienced motherfucker, you've been trolled.
Yeah. How it is.
Holla's blues, learn the ropes, or keep buying ships and crashing hopes. In New Eden, it's a hard knock life, so fly smart and avoid the strife.
Oh my. All right. Watching on YouTube. See you in the next episode.